Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another CounterSide video. Alright, there's a couple of things that I want to talk to you guys, to my audience today. A lot of you guys have been asking me about this particular question. What's my thoughts about it? So let's address it. Alright, let's talk about this once and for all. Hopefully we can clear the confusion about my opinion regarding this matter. So this is going to be about CounterSide origin and about Studio BSide in general. Before I jump into what I'm going to say, I'm just going to show you guys a clip of what I talked about regarding this topic about a week ago, right? So just watch this one first and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Okay, here's the thing. So during CounterSide origin stream, they announced one more game, remember? What do you guys think makes sense? Project Star? Do you think they hire new developers? Do you think they hire new workers to come to Project Star? Because that is a new game, right? Or do you think all people in the company that have been working in CounterSide for years transfer over to Project Star? Which one makes more sense? It's a new game that's coming out. That's a new game that they are next investment. That's my theory so far, which I think is most likely in line. Some of the important people in CounterSide team, developers or maybe head of department or something, they leave CounterSide, they go and work on Project Star. So right now CounterSide have some new people, right? So I don't know, I feel like internally there could be something happens with the development team. So yeah, I pretty much, I feel like it feels like the new developers, the one that's currently working right now, they don't know anything about the game. So which is why there's a lot of weird stuff, there's a lot of weird decision. So to put it simply, basically Studio BSide, if you guys are not aware, they did this origin announcement a couple of weeks back. This is before CounterSide origin. I was watching this live stream with some of my viewers, some of you guys, right? This happened during the pre-origin week, 1 week before origin. They announced a bunch of cool stuff. And then, out of nowhere, they also announced a new game. Alright, in the CounterSide origin stream, they announced a new game. Now what is this new game? This new game is called Project Star. Now if you guys haven't seen it, we can watch it together right now. So yeah, it's very cool art. There's no gameplay yet, but so far this is how it looks like, right? You can see Project Star looks cool. I was very confused watching this in the stream, during the Studio BSide stream, because I was like, is this a CounterSide anime? What are they doing here, right? Then I found out this is a different game, alright? So because some of the character design are kind of similar, this girl, she looks a little bit like Awakened Maria, right? If you guys have seen Awakened Maria's design before, you can see some of the character has a little bit of similarity. Like that girl could be similar to the Yuna or Awakened Yuna, but she holds a broom. So yeah, looking at this particular, what do you call this, PV, character design seems pretty in line, right? Plenty of stuff here, administration, tech level. This character could be a Nayobin alt from a different place. Yeah, Project Star looking good actually. It looks good at least, even though there's no gameplay, but for a PV, I'm pretty sure the game is nearing its alpha stage by now. The fact that they are announcing it so soon in time. And that is the Project Star PV pretty much. So obviously when you know something big like this that they are announcing in advance, you know something is gonna happen, right? Something that's like, how are they doing this? Logically, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. So, this is the global patch notes. Wait, this is the global patch notes, you can see. The global side, the global CounterSide side. This is the KR CounterSide side, right? So notice there's this thing right here, 6.0 and above apology, that global don't have. I don't know why they haven't translated this. Feels a bit weird, like they're trying to hide something. But you can basically look it up, you can read it. I'm not going to read everything, but I just want to put a very close emphasis. Let me Google Translate that, so we can have a look at this. On this particular line right here, the first couple of paragraphs. Alright, so first of all, apologize for the problems and dissatisfaction that occurred with the recent 6.0 update. Okay, fair enough. They have apologized multiple times now. On the premise of adjusting the development roadmap, we are deeply examining the issues identified so far. With this developer's note, we would like to inform you about internal and external changes related to this. So internal changes. First of all, PD Park Sang-yeon, who has worked hard as a development PD for a long time, has finished the work for the development team. So, and a new director group centered and a new live PD will lead the development together. So this means that PD Park Sang-yeon, the guy, the leader that has been working on CounterSide for the longest time ever, I don't know what this particular sentence means, has finished the work for the development team, meaning that he's leaving the company, or has he moved on to work for a different project? And in this case, it makes a lot of sense. Project Star came out, or they announced Project Star. So it makes sense for them to want to put investment into Project Star, right? It makes a lot of sense. That's going to be the next project, the next thing that Studio BSide is looking forward to, which of course they've amassed lots of revenue with the Shinja skin or whatever, so they can afford to do that. They can afford to hire new people into this particular project, and then you know, this PD Park Sang-yeon, which is a very experienced, he's very experienced. He's been in CounterSide for 3 years now, right? So it makes sense that he moves on to a different project, all right? It makes sense that he is supposed to go to the other project and leads. I think that's what it means. Some people might understood this as he is quitting or he is getting fired. But based on what I'm reading right now, with Project Star in the company, I do think he's moved on to a different project. That's just a theory, alright? No confirmation yet. I don't know why they don't want to translate this into the English version. So it makes a lot of sense. This, if you put the pieces together, now you can start seeing why Origin did so bad. Alright? This is something that has already happened long time ago. I'm pretty sure this has happened long time ago. They choose to announce it right now. PD Park Sang-yeon has already left, I'm pretty sure 1 month ago. They only announced it right now, which is fair, alright? That's how company has to do things. You shouldn't announce things immediately. You want to let the flame settle down first with the Origin and stuff. A lot of people are unhappy. So you can sort of tell the quality of the game, quality of CounterSide has fallen down a little bit. I know some people are going to disagree with me on this. And if you still enjoy the game, it's fine. Alright, I'm not going to call you a white knight or something just because you enjoy something that I don't. Origin is worse than before. That's just, it's my opinion. It's fine if you want to share the opinion, same sentiment as me. And it's fine if you don't, alright? You can still enjoy the game. I'm still playing the game, alright? It's like, it's not that big of a deal, right? But a lot of things you can see, a lot of decision is just very weird. Like Constellation, why are they adding it now? Shadow Palace, why are they removing it? By the way, they say that they are adding the Shadow Palace back in, somewhere here. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it somewhere along... Yeah, here. The Hall of Shadows has been a content that has served as an entry point for equipment. Therefore, we plan to roll back Shadow Palace to its pre-6.0 update form and remove from the dimension trimming. This shows that the person working on CounterSide currently, the team, the developer, whoever, the director, whoever, the leader that's currently working on CounterSide is incompetent. I'm sorry, I don't like to say this. I don't like to bash on people too harsh. But the fact that you have to put up an update and get a bunch of backlash and you have to like, to the point that you have to revert it, it shows two things, right? I mean, it's good that you are willing to revert, that's fine. But why didn't you test this to your utmost, you know, to the best of your ability, right? Why does this have to happen? Why does it have to go through where players have to review bomb you on Steam, review bomb on KR Play Store? It's just very bad look for the game overall. And I feel a bit sad. I'll be honest, I feel really sad because the game that I know, that I've been playing for 3 years, I know will no longer be the same. Moving forward, it's no longer going to be the same, and I have to accept that. Alright, because this guy is no longer there. The guy that has been working on CounterSide for the longest time ever, he's no longer in the development team. That means a lot of things are going to happen. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of mess ups. Alright, there's going to be a lot of F ups. And that's just how it is. I have to accept it. You guys have to accept it. If you can't, it is what it is. Alright. So am I gonna quit? Not really. I'm still gonna play the game for sure. I enjoy CounterSide. I'm willing to give it a chance. But again, I'm not someone that's going to be like hide myself behind a blanket of reality. This is the truth right now. This guy is no longer there, and Origin is really bad. It's really bad. You can sort of tell. So here's the thing, right? If you guys have worked in a company before, you know how this works. CounterSide is no longer going to be their... My theory is CounterSide is no longer going to be their favorite game. Alright, they have new projects coming out, which is in this case Project Star. I do think Project Star is where it's at. I do think that this guy has moved on to Project Star. Again, based on what I'm reading right here, finished the work for development team. I think this means that he moved on to a different project. So he's no longer going to help with CounterSide. That's why they hire a new team. It makes a lot of sense, right? Why would you want to hire a new team to develop a new project? And that's going to be a very risky thing. They are a company at the end of the day. They cannot risk their business that way. So it makes sense to move him to a different department because this guy has experience. So that's just how I see it. Yeah, Project Star might be the next CounterSide. Project Star might be the next best thing. But there's a lot of very questionable decisions that's happening in Origin right now, which, you know, a lot of you guys don't like. We have seen essays of it. Plenty of essays. 6,000 words essays, even some theses even, which is like kind of crazy. Before Origin, I checked the CounterSide Discord and Reddit fairly often. Before Origin, it was chill, you know, everyone was chilling, everyone was enjoying the game. After Origin, there were so many essays. People writing hate comments, people saying that they dislike this update, a review bomb and stuff. Whether you like it or not, majority of the people didn't like it. There might be a certain few select of you guys who do like the new Origin, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But it's not like, this is not like just because you like it, everybody has to like it kind of thing. It's like a minority majority thing. And yeah, I think the pressure is now on them. I don't know what Origin's future is going to be. I don't know what CounterSide's future is going to be. We will see. Alright, we will see. There's a chance that it could become worse, considering the weird mistakes that they have done. There's a chance that they're going to try to introduce more pay-to-win system to basically fund their Project Star. I don't like it, to be honest. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you guys know I used to play this game called Brave 9. It was called Brown Dust at first, and then it called Brave 9 later on. I feel like whatever happened to this game is kind of similar to that game. I can sort of see very, very similar symptoms, if I could call it that. From Brown Dust to Brave 9, they introduced card system, which is definitely pay to win. And then a few months after, they start announcing, oh, we are making a new Brown Dust game, Brown Dust 2, Brown Dust Puzzle. And everything just crumbles, everything just falls apart. Because they try to divert to too much thing, they try to divide their attention into multiple projects. Everything failed. Brown Dust is, Brave 9 is like not doing well right now. And I'll be honest with you guys, as players you can feel it. The moment the developers stop putting care into the game, you can sort of feel it. Some people might not be able to tell. A lot of you guys, I bet a lot of you guys won't be able to tell. Because a lot of my viewers, I think that plays CounterSide, they only play CounterSide. Some of you guys do play multiple other games. Maybe some of you guys can tell. But you can sort of tell, like, after the Origin, like, it feels like they stopped caring. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but you gotta be experienced enough to have played a lot of dead games in the past to sort of feel this. I'm not saying that CounterSide is dying though, but I'm saying that there's this symptom that's happening, which is kind of sad. Like, it is kind of sad. So yeah, that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. Again, Still gonna play CounterSide, of course, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm not too worried, right? There's plenty of games around, right? It's not like this is the first time that this has happened to me. But if it's the first time for you guys experiencing this, it sucks. It's gonna be tough to go through this. But hey, hopefully you guys can get through this with your very best. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little talk, you know, because a lot of you guys wanted to know my opinion, so here it is. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.